thinking, I want to try something. I want to make prosciutto bread. I have the regular recipe for it. But what I want to do is I want to convert this into a sourdough bread. And I'm thinking, should I use, because there's so little water in this, because it's more beer, but I have to do 2 rises in the sourdough. They have to be 12 hours. I am debating on how to figure this out because we have to put a lot of beer in this as well. And you can't have the 12 hours to proof your yeast. That's what I'm worried about. Okay. We'll use the liquid culture. Don't you go in. I'll be right back. Okay, I haven't fed my cultures yet because if I feed them, they're going to mess me up. So I'm thinking about, let's see, if I use this, I can double up on the flour. All right, let's give it a good cup. We'll give it a cup of this and see how it's going to go. Now, this is my liquid culture, and I'm going to use a cup of it. And we'll see how this works. If it doesn't work, I'll definitely let you know. Okay, because this bread will not be really put together till tomorrow. So if you have a sourdough culture, use your liquid one, not the sponge. Because this one is liquid, it's easier to work with for me when I have so little water. You're going to put it in a bowl that's going to have to rise. I guess everybody's gone now. And we'll divide the water up and we'll double up on the flour. Yeah, that should work. Or maybe I'll just, how am I closing this voice, Sandra? You gotta feed them. Let's see. We'll add 3 tablespoons of water and we'll see how this comes out. Just use regular cold water, nothing else. See, this is the difficulty with sourdough. For those 2 proofing periods it needs of 12 hours, it can only be water added to it with flour. So if you have recipes, this is what I'm learning to work with this. To see if we can convert all these into sourdough cultures. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of water. Let's see, 3 tablespoons, maybe a half a cup. Let me see. Bread flour, 3 cups. I'm having to think of how much flour I'm going to put in here. Just give me some time, please. All right, they want 3 cups of flour. So let's add a half a cup of bread flour to this. Should do it. No, go away. We don't need you, fly. Okay, let's see. If I added 3, if I add a cup, then I added half a cup. Shoot. We might have to add a cup. Let me think. This is what people do all the time when we're working with recipes or we're creating one. I might add a cup of flour into this. Yeah, I think I'm going to add a cup. So we've got 1 cup of sourdough, liquid sourdough culture. We're adding 3 tablespoons of water. How many was that? Oh, shoot, I don't even remember now. Let me see. And we're going to add a cup of bread flour. This has to be bread flour. You cannot use any other one for this, what we're going to be making. Yeah. So this is what it's going to look like. Hello. So this is a liquid culture. Yeah, I know it's a little thick, but that's all right. You're going to rise. I'll get over it. And we'll see how this comes out. Now later today, this evening, you won't see it, but I'll tell you what to do. If you're following me, but remember we're experimenting here. I will be adding 3 tablespoons of cold water and a half a cup of flour. So remember that if you're going to try making this recipe. I don't know if this is going to work, or I'm going to have to say, well, it went in the trash or what. But right now, we'll add the beer and stuff later, but use your liquid culture with this one. This is a little tacky, but I'm not going to touch it again till this evening. So this evening I'm going to put a half a cup of flour and 3 more tablespoons of water. And then tomorrow morning it should be completely proofed and enough where we can sit there and go ahead and make this prosciutto bread, a sourdough, if it works. If I could cross my toes, I would. That's what we're hoping for. Because that's what I'm trying to do now, is for people who just want to eat sourdough, make their just plain sourdough. Well, let's see if we can take some of these recipes and turn them into sourdough. And that's what we're working on right now. I'm making prosciutto bread, but it won't be done until tomorrow. Earlier today, I made molasses bread, and it's in the oven cooking. It'll still be cooking for a while, and we had doubled that recipe. And this is a regular yeast that you buy in the store, and what I'm trying to do here, Lisa Dickinson, is to convert it into a sourdough prosciutto bread. So this is just the beginning steps of it. So if you just came on, I'll repeat it again. I took a cup of my liquid culture. I added, I think, a cup of flour. I lost count while I was talking. And 3 tablespoons of water. I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to set it in a warm place in my home. And then this evening, I'm going to add a half a cup of flour and 3 tablespoons of water. And then tomorrow morning, we will be making prosciutto bread. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I am going to let all of you go. I want you to enjoy the day. Ooh, it's cold, but anyway, we'll deal with the cold. Spring will be around the corner. We only have what? We only have 12 weeks to go, and then we'll be in spring. Okay, so bye-bye for now.